Hey Pokémon fans! Get ready to dive into one of the most persistent and fascinating theories in the Pokémon world. Is Ditto actually a failed clone of Mew? It's a super cool idea that's been floating around for ages, and when you first hear it, it makes a surprising amount of sense. The theory goes like this: Ditto and Mew share some uncanny similarities. They both have that adorable squishy pinkish blob-like form. They both have the unique ability to transform into any other Pokémon. And in the original Kanto games, where do you find wild Dittos? Only in the Pokémon Mansion on Cinnabar Island, the very same lab where the legendary Mewtwo was created from Mew's DNA. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Now this theory isn't just confined to the games. Even in the live-action Detective Pikachu's movie there's a subtle nod to it, implying Dittos are a byproduct of the cloning process that created Mewtwo. A failed clone definitely fits that description. It's easy to see why so many people latched onto this idea. But here's why the theory doesn't hold up. As much as we want to believe this epic backstory for Ditto, there are some pretty significant holes that poke right through it. First off, let's talk about appearances. While both are kinda blobby, Ditto is officially purple, not pink, according to official Pokémon color classifications. And those same stats people talk about? Nope. Ditto's base stats are completely different from Mew's. So scratch those off the list. But the biggest nail in the coffin comes directly from the creators themselves. The Pokémon developers were actually asked about this theory in an interview, and they flat out said they'd never even heard the idea before. Talk about a dream crusher. Then there's the location aspect. While it's true Dittos appear in the Pokémon Mansion in Kanto, you can also find wild Dittos in the Hoenn region in Pokémon Emerald. Emerald takes place around the same time as the Kanto games and possibly even before, which completely debunks the idea that they were only found in the mansion after Mewtwo's creation. Finally, the whole Mew origin story pretty much torpedoes the cloning connection. According to Shigeki Morimoto, the legendary game designer, he single-handedly snuck Mew into the original Red and Green games in the final 2 weeks of development as a secret Easter egg. It was never intended to be a major lore point with a full design or extensive moveset. Transform was likely given to Mew simply because it fit the idea of a mythical versatile Pokémon, not because it was intrinsically linked to Ditto. While this failed Mew clone theory is a fun one, it just doesn't stand up to scrutiny. However, that doesn't mean Ditto wasn't involved in the Mewtwo project. A more plausible theory, and one that doesn't contradict any official canon, is that Dittos were kidnapped and experimented on in Kanto to refine the cloning process for Mewtwo. Think about it, Ditto already has those incredible DNA-based shape-shifting powers. That would make them the perfect test subjects for preliminary trials to perfect the cloning technology that eventually created Mewtwo. It makes a lot of sense, right? What do you think of this theory? Does it make more sense than the failed clone idea? Let me know in the comments below.